welcome to Have a Go Heroes. You have no idea what we've just cut from this stream. Okay, so we're back. We're bad. Yeah, he's a bit mad. Sometimes. Okay, so anyone got any announcements that they didn't have last time?
What's changed in the last week / half an hour?
Yeah, I'm working in cryptology. It's a great place. Go do escape rooms there.
We did an escape room.
Yeah, we did. No, it was last Wednesday we did it.
Yeah, it was last
week we did an escape room, and it was really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
We came first, didn't we? That's the right answer. You passed the test. We came
records.
Yeah, we came first in out of the whole. That's what you said, right?
You might have told him that, but it's not true.
Top 10%.
We did it in 14
Into
minutes.
the top 100. Okay, so
that happened.
Just for that.
It happened.
I can't believe it. Can you imagine?
See you in a minute.
I don't think he's been that stuffy.
You did hear a splash.
Oh my.
Was a pain in the car.
No!
I roll a 1.
Okay.
Can I go to 1? Yeah, it's a 1.
Doomsday device! Now the balls in Farnsworth's court!
That is 9 damage. 9 damage. No damage.
Yar!
Go heroes, go heroes, have a go heroes, have a go heroes, have a go
The Mathona is coming. You know nothing, Edward.
So, to avoid being sued, let us move forward.
That first episode, guys. Jeez. I'm gone by then.
Oh no!
So what happened last time?
Wow.
Daddy issues.
Yeah, I think that has to be the name of the episode.
Fair play.
Okay, we docked up at the City of Bards.
Yes.
We chased the Mathona. Edward got angry, jumped off the boat and started chasing the Mathona.
Astariel has a computer virus.
Yeah.
As far as computer virus. You nearly got molested by a dwarf in an alleyway.
Yeah.
You nearly got molested by a guy with a sword on a rooftop.
There's an alleyway, yeah.
We've yet to be molested.
Oh no! That's not.
You did get suggested several things to go and do. That's
hot story.
Okay, yeah, that's basically it. They're at the City of Bards. It's all gone a bit bardic.
What does bardic mean? Is it an adjective other than bards?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You killed it again. What's with your joke explaining?
I must explain things.
The important thing is, when we cut, various people were in different places. So Astariel was slightly lost in the city, running towards the docks. Edward was busy with Vane, a Drogar from his previous ship, the Vengeance.
Me and him were casually walking, not drawing any attention, and then there was this guy over here.
No, you just walked up to the Vathona in an attempt to parlay.
Yes.
We'll get to that.
Did you just walked up? Me and him were just like discussing. You were just like,
Well, no, I took your suggestion.
oh, that's fine. Literally.
That will happen though. His mind's muscle because he's not really probably end up putting everyone to sleep.
They've got a chained down Minotaur on there.
Yeah. We can make him his friend. He can be our friend.
I don't know if he's. Yeah, I think he's possibly their friend.
I can call him Chewie.
Anyway.
Okay, so Edward.
Going on.
So yeah, as that wave walking to wherever, can I keep talking to him?
Yeah, sure.
Before we get-
Yeah.
So, what do you know about current state of Helena?
Well, a few of us got dropped off, shall we say, in a boat for service. Me, Lyra, some of the others. And we basically made our way to the City of Bards and found out a week later that the Vathona was here.
Is Lyra here?
Lyra's here, yes.
Okay. Did you ask about me? Or?
Sometimes she mourns you.
Jules.
They kept him.
I take it he didn't join.
Well, let's see. He's the softest, pudgy little soul I know. so probably not. But they kept him anyway.
What have we been doing to him? I want to know.
Don't know exactly, but last time I have a room across from where the Vathona docks, so I can watch the deck. He every time he goes out, he comes back a little less himself, a little more quiet, unmoving.
How often does the Vathona dock here?
Maybe once a month, maybe a couple of weeks, somewhere in those two, depending.
How many do you have? What's...
No more than 5.
You trust him?
A nation.
Fair.
I trust him to not betray me, but each of them has their uniqueness, I guess.
Right. Well, your breath stinks, so shall we walk in awkward silence until we get there?
Fair enough. You're not far now. You walk to like an old. It's an abandoned. What looks like at some point it was maybe like a theatre or some kind of house of entertainment, but half of it's burnt down. As he pushes into you can see like back behind the stage of the backstage area. There's like a community of homeless people, and he kind of pushes into them. You can see some of them are definitely not crew. There's a small goblin woman who, as you come in, and like pushes her children back up against the wall.
I take a coin out of my legit I've got a coin. If you had wait.
And he pushes through the back, and in one of the old dressing rooms, there's like a series of cots. And currently in there are 2 people. One of them is a thick-set guy who you kind of remember, called Dawn, who he was reasonably new to the crew. And you remember he was an ex-slave or something like that, but you don't really remember much about him. Very thick, white, like almost too pale skin. Watch you. And then next to him, a quite beautiful dark elf, you know as Lyra. Sort of very reserved outfit, like tucked in clothing up to the neck, which is not like her. She kind of turns to you.
Evening.
Edward.
That's what my underwear says.
She kind of comes across and grabs you in like not a bear hug, but like almost like a clinch that's very, very hard. And they say, "All right, I'll ask you to get a room, but we ain't got one. Separate."
Turn around.
Separate. I have to sleep here too. Says no.
Sleeping's on the agenda, but yeah, alright. How have you been?
We've
considered.
We've taken a few hits, she says. But we're alive. That's a good start.
Always good to take a few hits. I'm not worried.
You've not changed.
Why?
Except for them looking stranger.
Says you. You joined a convent since I last saw you.
She pulls up her thing. She's still got the Rune Master tattoos.
Right.
They're looking for a rogue Rune Master. I'd prefer they didn't find one.
Fair enough. Are you still connected?
And I still have the book.
Really?
Don't know why. But he handed it to me as he got off. I suppose they're no longer nation.
Yeah, but still, it's like handing them a come fuck with us button.
Yeah, I've wondered
Did
about
you-
that too.
Did you, how long were you with him before?
Less than 4 days.
What was the fuck was it like? Obviously I made a involuntary but very quick exit.
They killed a lot of the crew, kept some of us alive, those of us who'd served long. Your father seemed to be sentimental. Then we were put on the ship, on a boat, and told to row. Luckily, Vane was with us.
Yeah, luckily.
Well, he doesn't tire.
Tiring.
Thank you.
Hang on.
Fond of you too.
Shut up. You smelly bastard. Hang on. If you're still connected, then why couldn't you tell where I was?
You joined another crew.
True.
Knew where you were until then.
Right.
Stevman.
Sash it all.
Still.
Where else? It wasn't on purpose. I ended up
I understand.
running from a giant crab and.
Even the NPCs hate Stefan.
Everyone hates Stevman.
It's a shithole.
I'm trying to think of the equivalent in the UK would be.
Blackpool.
Oh, I don't know.
Old Blackpool.
You like black.
Blackpool before they cleaned.
The whole thing is a testament to Blackpool Pier in the mid-90s, yeah.
It was bad.
So what have you been doing since then? I have no idea how long we've been fucking gone, to be honest. This campaign.
You've lost track yourself, to be honest.
Yeah. What have you guys just been laying low? You just been fucking about? What have you?
Well, we tried to work out what's happening with the Vengeance, and we've been waiting till a nation ship gets near, but everyone that gets near is shot dead.
Not everyone.
Well, okay, fair enough, you have a ship.
I have a ship. I'm in need of actual pirates.
Well, we're absolutely up for it.
I thought it might be. We already have a room master though, but I'm sure that.
I'm still the Vengeance's room master, and when I cut your father's heart out and take your ship, then... sorry.
No, I only apologise because at most you're getting the liver, because the heart is mine.
Fair enough.
But yeah, first things first. Probably regroup with the Quenya and then find out a way to actually dismember them. I'm about to say a word I probably shouldn't say on stream.
Why don't you, when you come back tomorrow night, that'll give us time to gather everybody.
Okay.
3 or 4 guys in the city who are doing jobs to keep us solvent. It'll just be easier, I think.
Okay.
I know what you're thinking. And maybe one day soon, but not now. We're busy.
It's not what I was thinking. What he was thinking, it's not what I was thinking. What I'm thinking is, how the fuck did it go to this point?
I don't understand why he let us go. I don't understand why he gave us the book. I can only think there is something else going on. But like he kicked you overboard.
You didn't see him. Like, I mean, I know you saw after, but I'd never seen him like that until that point. He was the last person I would have thought would have ever. And now he's hunting down nation ships.
Aye lad, that's why most of us joined him. We thought he'd be the last person. Some of us got real issue.
He was the one true pirate.
Still the best pirate captain I've ever served under.
Not a pirate anymore. Right. I'll go find the rest of my crew and yeah, keep your heads down. Keep doing what you're doing.
Does Edwin know your nation?
I don't know.
Best
Still me.
to avoid him. If he doesn't know that your ship's nation. He sunk everyone.
He saw me. He sunk the harvester. He was within 20 feet of us. He saw me. And he fucked
He
up.
sunk the harvester.
Well, he did the last bit. We did most of the
I
work.
thought your father didn't see him. Does that happen?
Wait, he sunk the harvester.
He sunk the harvester. I thought he did. He was within 20 feet of us.
Yeah, no, they saw us.
Oh, they didn't.
Yeah, they literally went straight past us.
What else has he sung?
I forgot what the name of it was. I know the captain's name, but I can't remember what it was called.
You mean Jack's ship?
No, Kingy.
Kingy?
Druit ship, I thought it was called.
Druit. Oh yeah. Druit. We never gave Druit's ship a name.
I didn't know if I knew it.
But it was the Morning Lord. So.
The Morning or
Morning Lord.
I can't pronounce it. Well, put it this way, it's because of him that there's now a bounty out for the next Pirate King.
I'd heard that the Mirandel's Promise was sung by him.
He's taken out some big players. On that, have you heard of Handsome Jack?
Aye, the captain of the Mirandel's Promise.
Have you seen him about?
I seen the other one. That's it, the first mate, Winter's fucker or whatever his name is.
I'm terrible with names. Yeah, apparently he has him. He's not dead, or he wasn't dead. And I may have made a deal with somebody to find him.
It's an important deal that you can't renege on.
I mean, I've usually there's always a way to get out of a deal if you really don't want to. But in this case, they helped me get rid of a draconic chastity belt and yeah.
Hey, what?
Fucking. Do I still look a bit weird, by the way?
Yeah, you're not 100%.
We're gonna fix this. Sort of. This looked worse.
Do you still have the
You don't have the. I think you do just have small horns, but it's your skin color is completely changed. Lyra's like, well, I don't not like it.
You seem hornier than before.
Later. Yeah. Anyway, Lila, we'll talk about this more because the rest of my crew will have questions. They're fucking annoying. I'll look at Bane. Don't kill them.
I have no reason to kill him if they're on your crew.
You haven't fucking met.
It sounds like they need some discipline.
And I will leave and wait long enough to try and listen in on them because that's alright.
Okay, make me a stealth check.
I really want you to fail this.
No, I didn't do bad. I got a 18.
18. Okay. You hide pretty easily. You can hear like they're talking like, can we trust him?
So
Seems like he's on the level. Should we tail him? No, we haven't got the manpower. Plus, which one of us here is particularly stealthy? And there's a laugh from Bane. And he's like, if he wanted us dead, he'd have done it by now. And then Lyra's like, right, I'll go out and find the rest of them. And he's like, fair enough.
Okay, at that point I'll go before she...
I just forgot my thing. Yeah.
The old dusty trail. Yeah, so I'll leave before she comes out.
Okay. Let's go back to you for a minute. Just because the maximum amount of tension with these guys,
Once I get out into, I want to escape the EPP for all time.
Yeah.
Put a hood up to hide the fact that I'm an elf.
Yeah.
Tie it up so that you can't.
Is it like all
It's a lovely sunny day, so it does look a bit weird to you, but like, it's fine. There are weirder things you can see on the street.
You like this?
Yeah, it's actually, yes,
But do you have like holes like cut in so you're
There's like really bushy bits here as well.
Anyway, and I'm going to walk at quite a sharp pace. Like, try and turn a bit quickly.
Maybe a perception check, actually.
Is it going to be 4 again?
Okay, 9.
So you had a whole other week to...
Okay, because you're thinking about it, you notice there aren't a lot of elves here. Like, the makeup's real, like, weird compared to places you've been before. Like, there's the occasional hobgoblin. Humans seem to be make up most of the population. There's a lot of luchas, like, full on, like, just, like, sat outside of bars, like, looking like, you feel like there's a bit of gang culture in certain areas where they're just kind of like, almost, but like, it's almost like, like when This just like this place is definitely a front for a gang, and the gang are kind of hanging out outside.
Do they have like lucha tattoos as well?
Some of them have tattoos.
I can imagine they look super lame. I can imagine they just look super lame in these like sparkly cloaks. They're like, hey, yes, like proper bulky guys with tiny little cloaks.
Hey man, that's a nice cloak. You want to sell it?
So they're wizards. They're wizards. Yeah.
They're like wrestlers.
So the Legion Mage culture is based around stables. So like they're kind of like an organisation that's like a clan, but often stables break up, reform, have dramatic moments, and no one is quite sure how much of it is an act.
Imagine a fighty soap opera or like.
There's lots of different schools of thought on luchas. Like some people believe that everything they do is real. Some people believe that like some of the fights they have and rivalries that just erupt in the middle of towns between stables is all fake. Like there's but like instead of them wrestling, often the duels are flashy explosions of magic. If that makes sense.
Sometimes also wrestling.
Yeah.
Shows as well.
And their numbers are known to contain things like vampires occasionally, or weird undead lichers.
You fit right in. Shut up.
There's a really infamous lucha mage called El Sepulturo. It's like he appears to the ringing of a bell.
He's a luchador.
Pardon? No, like a dong.
Would it be like
And then he just arrives.
Would it be like the Don Treasure of Lucha Mages?
He's the Undertaker of Lucha Mages.
He is literally that.
Yeah.
Aside, the other campaign home game where this Frankenstein, there was an amazing moment which we kind of have on camera.
Yeah, it's not as good as
It's not as good as being there, but it's when one of the characters met El Sepulturo and he was literally played the Undertaker's bong, and then did the bit.
I have it saved on. Not that I have the thingy saved on my phone, so I can just play the music at any time.
Whenever he appears, bong.
But yeah, so they're weird, and but very like they're not of this classic culture. If that makes sense. And as you get closer to the dot, you can see there's about 10 or 12 of them stood around arguing with shit. One of them's huge. He's massive. Like you're pretty sure that like he's a half ogre or something. And he's got like full black outfit, but like no arms, and like just black thingies. And there's like flames like on his suit somewhere. And he's like stood arguing in Old Nyrian with a guy on the dockside. Several of the others kind of are just milling around. One of them more casually dressed, like head to toe in white, just kind of waves at you slightly.
The Lucha Mage waves at me. Can I see if you throw it?
You could have joined one.
What?
You could have joined the Lucha Mages.
They must know. Oh, they can tell. Everything's sent to your Horcrux in
My what?
wrong thing. So I'm just going to try and make a beeline for the bonus. I think that's my level 1.
Okay.
Stealthily.
Alright, make me a stealth check. I'm gonna try and blend in with the crowd.
Oh, the floor is bad.
Okay. What happens is you look at his luchas and you look, and as you do so, like between you and the ship, the lizard man appears, and now he's got like 3 or 4 guys with him. 2 of them are human. Another one is another type of lizard man, not anything you've seen before. He's got like a really flat head and like big eyes. He reminds you a bit of Viz, but he's got like weird stickers on his fingers as well, and they kind of looks at you, and he points. There!
I'm wearing my hood.
Oh, you failed the stealth check.
I mean,
It's the dude with the big eyes. He's spotted you.
is my haste still on?
It's worn off by now. I think. What's the duration of haste?
Like 60 seconds?
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, 60 seconds, I'm sure. Yeah.
Right, well,
Cast haste again.
I think I might just run.
So you break into a run.
I mean, they've spotted me, haven't
In what direction?
they? What are they between me and the ship, did you say?
Yeah.
Just try and weave in with the crowd and abuse them. My ultimate aim is to get to them.
Okay.
Get the Lucha.
So make me another stealth check.
She's got Lucha Beast to help you.
At disadvantage now because they spotted you.
Would they help me?
You'd be like, oh, the damsel in distress. You pull that card.
They're honourable.
That's a pretty good roll. It's fair.
Lucha measures.
I've got no stuff.
What'd you get?
It's a 10.
Yeah, they roll more than on the dice. They start following you, and he grabs hold of you. Yeah, and he's like, "You come with this elf girl. The forked tongue wants you."
Go away! I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're freaking me out. Just get lost me.
You hear her. Excuse me. You turn around. The guy in white. The guy in white is stood like just like about 10 feet away. Yeah. He just stood 10 feet away in a totally like head to toe white outfit.
I want to him. Hello.
Are you in trouble?
Absolutely no trouble. These guys won't leave me alone. I don't know what they're talking about. They're creepy as hell.
Please leave, or I will unleash the deadly fist upon you. You kind of look at him like,
Milady.
And he goes, "I see you require a demonstration." And he does that with his fist, and like energy comes out, like an actual energy fist shoots into one of like the small gecko-like guy, and he like bails over in the street. He's like, "Please leave now. I have many friends." And like the lizard man like lets go. He's like, "Okay," and they run off down the street. Are you okay, Senorita? Would you care to join us? I'm sure Muchula Arnold would provide your drinks for the evening.
I would love to later. I'm just looking for my friends right now.
Well, if we are still here and not in negotiation with this deckhand, I'm sure we would be happy to entertain you. Would you allow me to walk you to your ship so you're safe?
Yes, absolutely.
This is going to be awful.
Okay, he walks you to your ship. Meanwhile, I know, and we just like absolute category of errors because we're nice.
We see him walking off. I think we look at each other and we have a mutual.
Yeah, we're just like.
I'm fucking gas.
After him because he's gonna get himself killed or
I'm like, I start to walk, but then I push you in the head like a little bit. Like,
yeah.
Okay. You stop walking up the gangplank, I assume.
oh, you go straight on the boat.
Well, I'm going to
I'm
like,
staying on
the
the
first
pier, yeah.
member of crew who's like...
Okay, that's the dwarf. I mean, you can. There is some people that are milling around for the ship. You can pick somebody else. You know?
Okay, yeah, I just kind of like try and find anyone else for that guy because he's weird.
Just like the kid that they brought on. The kid that they brought on who scrubs the side of the boat. Excuse me! What? This proper angry little 5-year-old.
There is a. Give me a second.
You're leading this.
Great, this is going to be fantastic, I'm sure.
There's a human who's like. There's a ragged scar running up from his neck across his ear. Turns to you. Hello?
Hey. How's it going?
Are you attempting to pass the time?
I was wondering if there's any happenings.
Whenever he makes talks, it always sounds like he's a school child trying to find
This is eternal world.
Can you just wondering?
I'm not saying I'm drawing from the past
the shop
here.
and buy cigarettes for us.
that is pretty much.
It is £30.
Yeah.
Keep
It's like-
Can we interject at this point?
Not yet.
Oh.
What?
I'm looking for someone.
Some happenings. I think you'll have to talk to the artistic quarter. What?
I'm looking for someone. I was wondering if you could help. You look like
I know some people. Why did you pick me?
Because you don't look as angry as that 5-year-old over there.
That's what his eyes are saying. Just like,
Oh, okay. Fat Nam was a psychopath. You made a good choice.
thank you. Okay, yeah, I was just wondering if you brought anyone on board recently.
So you were asking about the movements of my crew and friends.
Yeah.
How much money you got?
We've Where did you say the scar was? Where did you say the scar was? Just. Oh no, I don't want to do this.
Please.
But I have to, because it's what you do. I can do some amazing, like,
Oh shit, it took me longer than the rest of your clip.
helmet,
Still on camera.
Helmet. I thought you were going to correct it.
like, work. It's like, these just the, like, high-collared sort of, headwear that it could have, like, I've got a lot of money, but not here.
Oh my god.
What? You started talking about headwear and then went into money.
Just trying to. Just kidding, Becky.
Oh, this is great. Just keep going.
He is.
I feel like you're not having it anymore. You just.
I'm smooth. This isn't.
These look basically his vows.
Don't bring up that footage again. Oh, what? Okay. We have a ship of our own, and could probably help you out somehow.
Yeah, you could go to that ship and get me some money. What are you on about the headwear? Are you offering me a magic helmet?
Yeah, I could build you one. I'm an inventor.
What would I need with a magic helmet?
Don't talk about the war. Talk about the scar.
I just everyone could do with one, you know.
So you're not suggesting it has something particular to do with my appearance? That you would find unwholesome?
No, definitely not.
Good. Why don't you scamper along and get your money, and maybe you get your information?
Cool.
You know what that was? That was the moment in Goldmember where it's like.
Is it possible to interject? Is it possible to interject in this?
Yeah, at this point you two are right.
Yeah. Okay. I'm really sorry, but Halford, he's a little not good with social skills. I'm just going to drag him away.
Just like wave.
Is that what you do? You just forcibly remove him from the problem?
Yeah.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Johnny English.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm just dragging him away.
No. I was going to cut a deal.
No, you weren't. Look at his face. Not where you think you're looking, but look at. We'll talk later.
Okay.
Did you say this in like earshot of him?
No, I've dragged him right off.
He just watch you from the dock.
Yeah.
We need.
We need to, next time when we go to talk, we need a little bit more abstraction of what we're going to say, not to.
I knew what I was saying.
We could almost hear your conversation about magic helmets.
Whilst these guys are talking, I approach him again.
Yeah.
Well.
Did you do some sign language?
Sorry, this is where they need
You'll have to excuse my friends.
Like the idea that you're all brothers is hilarious too.
Well, they've got that resemblance.
You'll have to excuse my friend. What does it cost to get an audience with the captain?
The captain. 500 gold.
No, it doesn't take 500 gold. What does it take?
Takes the captain's interest, sir.
I know, I have interest.
Right.
Regarding his son.
Well, I could talk to the captain, but that will cost you 100 gold. No. Or you can walk up there now and bang on his door. See how that goes.
When he says 100 gold, I turn around and walk away.
You see him very quickly go up the gangplank.
I'm glad I didn't have to drag you off the ship as well.
I'm going to linger on the pier and see what his actions are.
Okay, him and the captain come out. He points at you.
What? Wait a second.
The sailor points at you.
I look back. Is that gesturing me to come on board?
Come on about.
I'll put my hand. I'll go. Okay.
We'll wait here then. We'll stay in short distance.
Okay, you walk up the gangplank. You have news regarding my son.
I do.
How's that?
He's here.
Is he now? Why does that matter to you? Why do you think it matters to me?
I'd like to know a bit more about the story between you two.
Well, it's not a story I care to tell.
What will it cost?
I'd like to know your story. Why you think you can come on my ship and tell me things about my son and think that's going to benefit either of us? Right?
Just merely an interest.
So you're interested in my son?
No. I'm interested in your story.
Why don't just tell it to anyone?
And what will it cost to hear that story?
It's called a life, boy.
A life?
Yours. Everyone who knows the full extent of my story ends up in the water. One way or another.
Then if that's my time, then that's my decision.
The ball's on this one.
I'm completely unfazed by anything you're saying at the moment, by the way.
As soon as it's time of trouble, I'm coming up.
I don't just tell it to anyone and there's no cost you can provide. What's your name?
Semet.
Okay, Semet, I'm aware you're interested in me. Thanks for the heads up. You with a ship? Or you come by land?
A ship.
Which one?
Does it matter?
To me it matters, yeah.
Why?
Well, I like to know about the people who are interested in me.
It's going to cost it.
I really want to say that Just tell him it's going to cost him a life. I was actually thinking about saying... Yeah, he definitely would say that. It'll cost you a life.
Clever boy. Do you know my son?
I do.
Would you bring him to me if I asked you?
Perhaps.
It's in his best interest.
Okay. And what are those? I need some more context to do this.
Maybe an insight check.
He seems like a warm welcome, Daddy.
Be a straight nasty daddy.
How is he? The boy.
He's well. Way too much information. I'm aware of some of his history.
Is he happy?
He's troubled.
Don't like me much, I guess.
Can't imagine why.
He'll forgive me in the long run.
Again, some context.
I don't know whose side you're on, boy. Don't know how trustworthy you are.
I don't really take sides. I'm on the side
Maybe
of
there are
life.
sides you can't see.
Perhaps.
You're a priest.
I am.
Deaf one.
I am.
This is the most dangerous place you can be right now. Do you know that?
And why's that?
He looks over his shoulder. On the top of the thing is the figure in the cloak you saw earlier. He doesn't say anything, but he just kind of looks at him for a second.
The one that I saw in
He
my...
needs to go.
He says that to me.
And I'm going to hit you in the face now. And you get smacked in the face quite hard. Take 2 points of damage, you're okay. You feel a tooth go as he just, like, literally, without any warning, just uppercuts you. And off the shit, you bilge rat!
Do I? So out of character, I think I know what's going on. But do I?
If you're not a character, then you can put the pieces together. You've got a reasonable wisdom and intelligence, so.
And I saw that character.
Yeah.
Did I see any emotion in the captain's face at all?
No, because that insight check was poor. So what you saw in my face, you saw. But like he punches you quite hard, and they're like, "Get off now! Don't come asking questions again."
Smells like their jewellery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just imprinted.
I'm assuming I walk off with all these guys, and I pull them with me as I walk down past the pier and out of earshot.
What happened?
Is that good?
We need to find the captain now.
Okay. Is it? He's not on there, then I take it.
Yeah, I thought you
Okay.
might.
That's probably good.
Okay, so everyone's returning to the ship as far as I understand it.
Sorry, I'm accompanied by my lady.
Yeah. As you get to, you guys are kind of arriving. You see Astariel with this like white
knight, yes.
Yeah. He's not a knight.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Is he like, how is he behaving?
He's just walking. He's not doing much. He's kind of just like he occasionally points at something and that is a whatever. But like there's not really much interaction. You feel like he's doing this because he's more worried about your safety than he wants to impress you or anything. Yeah, he has a kind of religious symbol around his neck.
I'll make it a break from helping out.
If I got back first and had the order worked, I would have gone to just crow's nest and just been watching them. I don't know.
Okay. You're gonna thinking about the time period. You probably are back before her. So you arrive and are on the crescent. You can see them approaching, and you guys like now behind them in the crowd because you didn't go that far.
We're behind.
So you can see the Astariel from behind. You know her pretty well, so you can kind of guess. Yeah. Oh yeah. Good point. Okay.
Does she look under threat at this point?
No.
We'll keep our distance just in case.
I say we just spray. I mean, I'd probably just walk up.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's how did it go?
Can you tell us what's meaning with the bird?
We know what you wear.
I think it's the rest of your
Do you know if you see someone from behind in the street, from the way they walk and they start, you can tell who they are?
Yeah.
and the clothing as well.
Yeah, I had an interesting experience. I'll tell you guys more about it on that.
Senorita, you're safe.
Yes, sorry, thank you, Sam.
I will go.
Oh, thank you.
And he walks off.
Cheers.
Did you say something?
No, he didn't.
Can I run back from the excuse me, what was your name?
El Blanco.
Thank you, Franco.
He walks off.
So yeah, how did it go? Did you find the captain?
We'll talk about it when we get to the ship.
Yeah, we don't know where he is.
He's not dead, is he?
No, if I'm sure we'd know.
I don't know.
I'm sure Ezekiel would be.
From now, you can hear them as they come up to the ship.
Something I said they desperately need to talk to him. So it'd be good if we could.
Can I throw a dagger at their feet from the crow's
Yeah, sure. I'll even allow you not to roll for it for narrative. Yeah.
Hey!
Well, we found the captain.
Yeah.
We were looking for you!
Not very hard.
You've been going there so long time.
One sec. I'll make my way down.
How do you make your way down?
Like a boss.
I need some RPM.
I sink the ship and come down to your level.
Oh, that drop it online. I'm fucking blathered. Yeah, I'll just make my way down.
Imagine him cartwheeling down in style.
Who's your new friend?
He helped me out. I went to trouble with lizard people and he helped me out. Oh yeah, they're all trying to get me, by the way, just so you guys know.
Okay.
All?
Apparently, it started with one and then it became all of them. They all seem to the fork's tongue.
So you killed the lizard guys one.
Apparently so, yes.
Make me a. There's no like underworld knowledge skill, so
I've got like.
make me like a.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with it.
Make an underworld roll.
They used to have a gather information, and it was great. Investigate, I guess.
Yeah.
Could you call underworld like a religion?
Only to some people. I need to lock Lamora.
9.
9. Okay.
9.
No clue. Again, last time I was here, I was off my tits.
Well, they seem like creepy bastards and they know an awful lot about me. So I'm
Do you know why they'd be after you?
Yes. Well, I didn't know. Never heard of them until today, but they made it pretty obvious why they wanted me.
What's that?
My sweet elf body.
I think we've passed the point of hiding things now that we're in the end game.
They
here.
mentioned the
He tapped it with his finger.
Yeah, well, I don't know what they want. I'm sure they show you guys the e-box. You can't see inside it, but that's not a shame.
Should we go somewhere a bit more private to discuss the other matters?
We can go to the captain's quarters.
Let's go.
Captain.
We should wait. We should talk in there because we don't want anyone hearing it or listening if they're around.
I mentioned the Senate before, but no, I've been keeping it to myself.
We need a conversation quickly as well.
Yeah.
Well, then stop talking about wanting a conversation and let's go in there.
I walk in there.
I'll pick up a drink when I get in. And then...
Do you have a spare drink? If there's another mug.
Where do you think I keep it all?
Like, open the cupboard.
Do you know, like, for instance, where you open someone's wardrobe and it's the same outfit, it's just the same bottles of rum.
Yeah. Lots of mugs, no spoons.
So is it possible for Sarah to get a drink?
Just technical.
She's had a rough day.
Edward's like,
No, you can move it.
after your chase, we followed to the Pathona.
Yeah, I got diverted by an old friend.
Well, I had a conversation with one of your old friends, your father, and I know this is difficult for you to hear, but I don't think his motives to hurt you were intentional. I think there's a bigger work at play here. I think he's under the influence of something else. I know that's difficult to hear because of your past, but I don't tell lies.
The second time in half an hour, a North punches you in the face, or tries to.
Okay, we'll say it connects. Roll a d4. And I just strength bonus.
I've got a tavern brawl, mate.
Oh, roll a d8 and I just strength bonus. That's why I rolled a d8 for him, for your father. You have the same feat.
Sorry. No, it's not a d8, because that'd be ridiculous. But I still did 8 damage.
He hits you quite hard. Like, what he doesn't realise is you've already been punched in the mouth.
It's the same spot.
It's the same spot. He hits the same spot, and it just ricochets.
We're both southpaws.
Yeah, ricochets through your jaw, and you're like, oh shit, something's broke.
Whoa!
I pull myself up and I like push him against this is like the first time that I've kind of acted it out, and I push him against the side of the inside of the cabin and say, will you drop the bullshit persona for once? I assume this is like the first time you guys have seen me use my shit, but
Yeah.
I don't lie.
I never said you lied, but don't act like you know what you're talking about. And how dare you go behind my back and talk to that piece of shit?
It's nothing to do with going behind your back.
We were looking for you.
We were there for your back.
You have no idea what he is.
We thought you'd gone.
I have no idea what he is, but he, regardless of what he did, or why he did it, he's still fucking, and now it's already quite open. Well, I can certainly see that where he's literally run through. Any man that can do this to his son, I don't care what his motives are, he's a piece of shit and he'll always be a piece of shit.
I'm not trying to justify him or his actions. I'm just merely saying that you may be misjudged on your opinions of who he is and why he did his things.
Why he did it, he's still going to hang for it.
You should wear your scar with pride and not hide.
Well, why do you think that?
In my recollection of my memory, I had a vision, and I saw that same creature in my vision in the cabin with him. Do I know about those creatures?
You mean the you're not sure this is that creature?
Okay.
Different cloak. Plus you saw that creature in the north.
Okay.
But like, if it is one of those creatures and it wears a cloak, you guess maybe. You know everything from your vision that like it can obviously affect your memory somehow.
Yeah. What did I only gauge? So what did I actually gauge from being inside that cabin, like from this cloaked figure?
Which cabin? Sorry.
Inside the cabin of the Vithona.
He wasn't in the cabin. He was on deck.
Oh, he was on deck. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the creature was literally on deck further away. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what did I actually see from this figure? Like.
Humanoid in appearance, but like totally wrapped in cloak, gloves, everything.
Did this figure seem authoritative, as in like?
It was a weird presence on a ship. Like it wasn't doing any work. People seemed to be deferent.
Did it seem to be more of a presence than the captain?
Not really. There was a kind of weird tension there, definitely.
I think we should approach this with more caution.
Yeah, definitely more caution and not offering to make helmets or anything other stuff for people.
No, you're talking crazy. It's this guy.
I think your
Sorry.
actions are a bit brash.
I haven't done anything yet. You're the one that approached the Vithona.
Merely to help you.
We went after you.
Yeah, when you didn't find me, you still spoke straight to the. Could have given away.
They must have thought you'd been captured by it.
Look, it doesn't matter at this point. I found some of my old crew. And they're ready to make a move on it.
What on the Vithona? Isn't there a
They've
lot
been
of-
here a while. They know more about its movements. There's at least one person there that I can probably trust.
Isn't there a rule in the city of no fighting?
We're pirates, mate.
Oh yeah.
This is coming from the half-orc.
So,
Sorry, I'm a stickler for rules.
if you're really that curious, once we make our move, you can question him further in the brief second before I remove his piece of shit head from his traitorous body, if you like. But I don't know how long the Vithona stays. I don't know if you were followed back, so we need to make a move soon.
What if he is being mind controlled? That might make a difference.
He was not mind controlled. If something's happened to him since, when he turned traitor, that was him. That was his own mind.
Can you be sure?
Sure as I can be.
Just outside of this, have you ever told us about like what you recollected from that day? Have you ever told us like the full story of what happened?
It did, yeah.
Yeah, I told you there was a mutiny, and he ended up being the one that.
Stabbed you.
Yeah.
Told me how to hard
Like it was like I think I told you like the 10th.
I know about
He was
it.
the one that.
Yeah. Did you ever see anything like in his, I don't know, his body language or anything?
No, the first thing I recalled. Feel free to ask me this in if you. The first thing I recalled. The first thing I knew before. The first time I knew anything was happening was when he killed one of the crew.
Pardon my stomach.
My goodness.
The direwolf.
Terrible.
The direwolf enters the cabin.
It's a kraken!
That was hella loud.
Yeah, the first time I knew anything was going on was when the first shot was fired and it was his gun that was smoking.
Do you remember why?
We were arguing, the crew was split about whether we should surrender or fight. He made a decision. He turned traitor.
Then I cannot question your motives, but please, we are not just your crew members, but your friends.
Look, I'm not going to go in like knives blazing. If we're going to do this, then we're only going to get one chance at it. I want to do it properly, but make no doubt that before we leave this, his head will fucking roll.
So when do we do
And
it?
we've got other things to think about. We've got
The lizard people.
the list. Well, we've got that. We've got Handsome Jack. We've got wherever else. We've got Captive. We've got your mate who's here. We've got,
I
and that's all going to be. We're going to have to move quickly because as soon as we make a move, all shit's gonna hit that weird thing you created to keep us cool when it was running.
Fan.
That's the one.
That's it. Yes.
Well, that's messy.
I was really hoping you were going to come up with something else.
I was going to try and.
Perpendicular motion blade.
That will be very messy as shit, it's that. So do we strike with the third first and then look for your friend, or do we...
Well, we have a day to refarm, and then about this time tomorrow we're going to meet with my old crew and decide what we're going to do next. So until that point...
There's an orcish ship down by the docks. Maybe I can talk to them and see if they will join us and we can share some of the loot from the...
Do all orcs know each other?
No.
Or is that racist?
No, that's racist.
Well, you seem to just go to all the orcs, so I was just wondering...
It's just because I can speak Orcish.
That makes sense.
If we're fighting tomorrow, we'll need to
What-
see the exit after that. So I'd like to look before I maybe check out the underground.
Whatever we do in the meantime, we need to not draw attention, we need to do it quickly. For fuck's sake, watch your back, because all likelihood is we are being watched.
Okay.
And also being followed by large gangs of lizard people.
We're at least being followed by freaky lizard people.
Yeah.
Probably the Mathona at this point.
Why don't you just give them that?
Edward.
It's not possible.
Cool.
Okay, so I'll go speak with the crew of the Orcish ship, see if they'll help us for some...
Don't go on your own and don't make a scene.
Just
Who wants to come with?
a question.
Mm-hmm.
You said you wrought some allegiance with your old crew. Was that a wise decision?
They found me, mate. And
Nonetheless.
the ones that I've found I can trust. Might not like them, but they're the ones that are left that I can trust. I made sure.
Okay.
And
I'm looking very uncertain at this point, by the way.
I made sure that they were on the level. There's also, once we do go in, the Orochian on the boat, on the Pathona. Don't know what state his mind's in, but he's a friend. We can save him at the same time.
Who's that?
The cow man.
Shall I call Captain?
We need to hit them hard, we need to hit them fast, but we need to make sure it's the last thing we do. So in the meantime, if you want to see if you can, don't tell them what we're doing.
No.
Don't tell them who we are.
No, I won't.
Don't mention that we're nation.
I won't.
Don't mention we have a magic ship.
I won't.
Maybe it's. I mean,
We should
sure
also.
you can convince them to help us if they don't know any of this information. Is it worth doing?
Maybe I can just speak to, I don't know, let me try and speak to them, at least they might become at least some sort of allies or something, or maybe able to help.
At the very most, ask them about the city. Don't ask them about anything to do with what we're doing. If we fuck this up, we're done. We get one shot to do this, and they already know we're making moves.
Yeah.
They knew we were making moves before we even came to the city. We were following them for 2 days.
Yeah.
Chances are they've prepared for us. We can't fuck it up.
Okay.
We've just got to think about how we're going to get out of the city once we've done the deed.
I had an idea. Yeah, I did have an idea about that. That submersible.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It looks similar to something you've made. Any chance we could use that somehow? Fuck it up? If you could figure out how it would work, that cause some one fucking hell of a distraction.
Not enough to open the gates though, that's my concern. Actually
Maybe
getting
not,
through the
but
gates.
if we could get someone else to open the gates for us whilst we never did get to blow shit up. Very good points. If it would cause a distraction once another one of us opens the gates and then meets us back later. If we can find Handsome Jack, he was pretty light on his feet, he'd be able to help us.
Okay. A lot of options.
A lot to fucking do.
Okay. Let's see what I can figure out about this sub.
Until that point, it's a thing to organise the crew. Again, even with this crew, although I trust them as much as I can trust anybody, don't want anybody flapping their lips, so this conversation doesn't go past this room, not even to the Thane.
Okay.
The only thing she knows is that we will be making a speedy getaway soon. The less ears hear this, the better.
Have we got any of those haste potion things that make shit go fast?
You got one more? Well, you haven't had a long rest yet there, so just one more.
We might need that on the
We've
escape.
had 2 days.
Oh yeah, it's true, yeah. Just depends what I've prepared.
We may need to make a speedy getaway once
We've also got some kind of, I'm just thinking, I have got a cloaking device which I think would work for the whole ship. But obviously we'd need a way for something to be leaving at the same time as us, and then we could sneak by.
I can find out when the orc ship is leaving.
That might be the easiest way to use them. Rather than getting them tangled in this.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
If I know what you can. You don't go on your own this time, but maybe
Come with me.
maybe we can do a similar bait.
I don't have time to go to the orc ship. I need to go.
If we can set up a similar bait and switch, we might be able to turn the tables on Lizard Dude and
Yeah.
trap him.
Bait and switch.
Bait and switch, we use you as bait.
Right.
Make him think you're vulnerable and then we ambush him as he comes to get you.
That sounds good. I'd like to find out.
We do it a lot we've done it a lot with ships before. We act like a wounded ship. Once they come in, the proper ship comes in and robs them blind.
The only thing
Same
is
principle.
that they're coming in larger numbers, so it's a bit of a risk, but we could try it.
If they think you're on their own, then the guard will be down.
I probably need at least 2 or 3 of you to.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's fine. I'll be in. Smashing some heads anyways.
You find the orc ship. This is going to take more subtlety to start with.
Yeah.
I'll
When I hear some
Go for
shots, I'm running.
Okay. So I'm ready.
That's the discretion of the captain.
Where do you think you'll be most useful?
I could-
Your crossbow could probably help with this, to be honest.
I'm wiping my lip at this point as well.
I'll take Ezekiel with me then or something.
Captain?
Actually, if you want to go with noise, you make a lot of noise. It's a good thing, but not right now.
Ah, yes, yeah.
And you'll be close
I've
to
been
the
working
ship
on
as
this.
well.
Yes, yeah, okay, I'll come
And then that way we can do the ship and then come back.
Okay, so let me get this right. You're about to leave. You guys are going
Orc ship.
The
the ship and the submarine,
Yeah,
or something.
Yes, yeah,
Okay,
of course,
and
it's
you
like-
guys are
Gonna set an ambush for the lizard huts.
Okay.
As well.
as you kind of go out the door. Zathane and Ishki are stood, like talking with each other, and Zathane says to you, "Captain, Hansen and Scavron have taken Hubert into the city to show him the better side of our world, which I think means they're finding a bar."
To be honest, he has been through a lot and he's not from around here. If you can get word to them that we'll probably be leaving in a day or two, and if they want to come with us,
I think they're perfectly. Most of the crew want to stay. Even Kyrie's had a bit of a
then
change of heart.
we'll probably be making a speedy getaway.
As per usual, I prepare. Have we got a plan for the wall at all?
We might, yeah.
We might.
It'll be a very small window, so we need to be ready to take it. But you'll know the signal if it works.
Ishki kind of, Captain, I am bored. Is there anything you need me to do?
Where does your skill set lie? 'Cause you're new,
Death
isn't
and the dealing of it.
it? How do you feel about ambushes?
They are my favourite kind of bushes.
Second favourite. Depends how neatly.
To each his own.
You can come with us. As we do, I want to grab you as well.
Grab me. I've come to finish the job, bitch!
Death roll!
He pulls his mask off, he's actually a lucha major.
The mask under the face.
Yeah.
You'll take power.
The twists and turns.
Sorry I flopped you on, mate. But family makes you crazy.
I understand.
I'll slap the other side of your face. You're still pretty.
I slap you back with my +1 strength.
Let's do the orcs first.
Okay.
On that bit.
Let me do the talking this time.
You okay?
Please don't. Please let him do the talking.
I don't think you can speak Orcish.
I'll make you an axe.
I don't think most orcs can speak orcish, I wouldn't worry.
I say greeting in Orcish. Greetings!
What do you want?
Just to ask, this is the first time to the city. We are orcs, why not, communicate in the way we normally do?
This orc is like almost blue with like
Yeah.
yellow skin. Well, I'm an orc. You ain't full blood, are you?
Might not be full blood, but I'm still orc.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Are you guys talking Orcish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like working on like this terrible translation device. But carry on.
We're still brothers by blood, regardless whether we're half blood or full blood.
Yeah, you might share some blood with me.
What's around this city? What are things to do that we can enjoy?
Vast amounts of alcohol, many women. What more could one want?
Who's your captain?
I'm the captain.
What's your name?
My name? Garl Cunderblood.
What?
Garl Cunderblood.
Garl Cunderblood. Sorry,
Garl Cunderblood.
You're not laughing at me.
No, this is me laughing.
That's a hilarious orc name.
I am Norval from that's not where I'm from. I'm just like brick dead. Was it Terras?
Oh yeah, I can tell you're a Terrassi orc.
Where is your tribe from?
We're from the north.
Whereabouts in the north?
Everywhere in the north.
Let me know where, and I can maybe come visit one day.
Southern orcs.
You guys are getting on great.
Well,
Oh Norval, what's your clan?
we were the. Well, I did have a clan.
Oh, that's a sad tale already.
Yes, it's a tale for the time, maybe. But they were destroyed by another clan. I'm the last one of my tribe.
Oh dear. Well, that's sad for you, I guess.
I plan to rebuild that tribe one day.
With one person.
Well, by recruiting other orcs from other areas as well.
The boring way.
Why don't you just join another clan?
Because I still have strong beliefs in my own clan. And I still want to carry those beliefs on.
We understand religion.
Thank you. How long are you staying in port?
At least till party day.
Which is
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay. Maybe I can buy you a drink at some point, and we can share stories.
Sounds like an excellent plan.
Hey, I'll come by in a while. We'll go to town.
Do you know that human?
Yeah,
No,
yeah, he's with us.
Just like we would.
He's a bit awkward socially.
What's he doing? Is that a weapon?
No. He likes to make devices and stuff to. What are you doing?
Akandarakan, nerd.
I'm just trying to understand what you guys are saying. Really, I've been working on this for a while.
You get
He's
like
trying
you carry
to
on.
understand what we're saying. He's trying to build a device so he can understand us.
You're getting the odd word.
Yeah.
He's
It's like every fifth word, maybe.
Is he supposed to be clever?
Yes, yeah.
Ask him how long it's taken him to make the device.
How long is it taking you to make the device?
I've been working for the last few days.
A few days.
Does he think it would take longer to just make the device or learn the language?
Do you think it'll take longer to make a device or learn language?
I barely got that at all. What?
Doesn't matter. He likes his machines.
He likes not learning Orcish, not doing the work,
Well, there's one on the ship.
not feeling the culture.
There's one on the ship. He's our rune master. He's learned Orcish.
You have a rune master.
No. Well, he's a big guy.
Oh god! Even I'm like, I get like.
Right.
Anyway.
No, that's not the problem.
I think Ezekiel was learning to speak Orcish, so he probably knows how to speak.
If he's relevant to this conversation.
No, that wasn't the problem.
No, I know that wasn't
Yeah.
the problem. I know. I'm just.
I think what Sonny was trying to say was, we have somebody who's willing to learn the culture,
Yeah.
but oh shit, he's a room master.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good try, mate.
you did so well.
I was doing well.
I'm going to, using the translator, attempt to say Orcish seems very complex. Just like beep.
Is this a device you're actually building?
Yeah.
It's like legally rules.
Does it come out like your mum is a fat bitch or something?
No, is it an item you will later gain?
It could, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, it works.
Yeah.
Not if you commit to it. Says the voice coming back.
It takes me a while to type this thing. Give me a second.
We're gonna go now.
I like to think you just yelled in the corridor.
That was.
Maybe apologise your way, brother. Apologise
Just
to
to
the
clarify,
victims.
there's no other ships in the whole universe that have been master by a nation ship. Like, there's no possible way.
It's a nation title. No one else has it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah. How does it go, Norval? I didn't get all of it.
You probably heard one word.
Yeah, did I? I wonder if I caught that one.
No.
Okay.
They're leaving on Saturday, and I'm going to buy him a drink later.
Well, that's kind of useful.
Are you?
Yes, because I said I would.
We're dead. By Saturday.
Saturday's kind of useful.
Party day, aka Rip Day.
The city's full of loads of things for you guys to knock over like dominoes, and you've hit everyone.
So we got Wednesday's festival.
We might hang out and be friends, so they might see us as allies or something, so they might help out, you know, with
We're not going to see any of those days.
friendliness.
Midnight ambush!
Get a bit of Orcish camaraderie going on or something. Right, should we go to the other ship?
Sunday's my favourite day. Queasy and church day.
Yeah, I mean, if this ship is not leaving port, then we'll have to use another method. So
Does your device translate what I say?
yeah, it's a bit spotty.
I'll say in Orcish, he called you a nerd.
Called you a man of scholarliness.
Ah, that's awesome.
Built by him.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see when this perfection sub is leaving and if we can use it for
Okay, as you walk up to the perfection sub, like, you're stopped dead in your tracks by the small figure
Okay.
with large glasses, hair tied up in a bun.
Helix! I told you to stay away!
How small
And
is
you told me to not put the ring on.
And not to come find us because we're looking for you. Remember that bit at the end? Don't find me. Don't find me.
You did tell me that. Yes.
Who's this
When
guy?
you guys.
What?
He's Norval. He's a good friend.
You're making friends with the hawks.
I thought.
Half idiot.
Where's the rest of your clothing?
It's a member pick.
I can show you later.
That doesn't make sense.
P.S. I have a rune master. P.S. Recriminations.
Okay, you never saw me. But a quick question for you. When are you guys leaving? Port.
We're not leaving port if I have my way.
Ah, okay. Right. Okay.
I'm
How about you
planning
leave
to destroy it.
on Saturday?
I'm planning to destroy the sub and go down with the ship.
Planning to destroy so and go down the ship to... What? Why?
Because it turns out I have some bad news. some real bad news. I was hoping you knew already, because, like, you were, like, wanted.
Oh, yes. I know what you're about to say about the perfections being evil and all that.
I looked in the sub-engine.
Right?
It screams, the engine screams. And I think they've got Nereids in there, or some kind of water fae.
Yeah, you need to destroy
I can help you destroy the sub.
Thank you.
They can go on my record rather than yours. I don't think I can be killed twice.
Wait, Felix, instead of her going down with the ship, she could come with us and you could drop her off somewhere.
Yeah, I think I should need to clear that with the captain. But yes, we can get you past. We have a ship of our own.
Okay, I was going to do it in the next couple of days.
Yeah, we will be doing it way before that.
I've written an algorithm.
We need to be.
It just needs.
You've already done that. Excellent. Okay,
Yeah.
that saves us some time. Well, obviously you're going to have a much easier way of getting onto the sub.
Yes, my problem is the algorithm needs to be fed in while you're on the sub, which would lock all the doors and take you to the bottom.
Oh.
Is there no other way?
Yes.
Maybe.
Explosives?
Okay.
We can't talk now.
Yes,
We're literally next to the sub. And if anyone comes up, they're going to arrest you. And
Just a couple of nerds.
I don't want to get arrested for saying something you shouldn't.
I genuinely thought when she came up, she was going to say, I have something to tell you, Lex. We have a room master.
We need to meet, go over the algorithm. Perhaps I can improve it. Not your work is fantastic, but sometimes just a little bit.
there's a coffee house, so 3 blocks down.
Okay,
Meet
excellent.
there tomorrow morning?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. See you tomorrow.
And she wanders off.
You're going, sorry, I'll go back to the York and we'll go to the bar or something if you want to go.
Coffee shop.
No, I'm going to the bar now to have a drink.
Aye. Okay.
Do you want to come or do you want to...
Drinking's not my thing.
Okay. You separate then? Go different ways? Okay.
They told us not to separate.
I know. Okay, so meanwhile, you guys, what's your plan?
Can I find the nearest guard and just piss on?
Because they'd do the exact same as was when
No, it's fucking hilarious, but Edward may just kill himself if he finds out.
You might kill Norval first, but yeah.
Okay.
Everyone would know what found out.
So guys, what's the plan? Should I just make myself as obvious as possible? And
No, just be yourself. You're here. The rest of us will tell you from a good 50 feet.
Hello, I'm an elf. I'm the girl.
If we, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but if we make sure we're not close enough to your attention, see how it goes.
I would prefer not to stand with the pair of you.
Yeah, I don't think any of us should stand with any of us. Keep each direction covered. Watch for anything scaly.
oh yeah, we're...
Only react once they make a move because.
My name is Ishki. You picked me up in Northport.
Oh, sorry.
You may not have seen me. I didn't really need to be seen.
Like the Mr. Deeds guy. I am sneaky.
I like meat. I don't know why.
I think you're one of the rest of
You agreed to help with our mission, you know what we're trying to do.
I understand the loyalty you've shown each other. It is a loyalty I understand.
Didn't he sign on? I remember that bit. Yeah. Word of advice. Don't actually do anything until we know they're trying to take her. Awkward situation I had with the charity mugger before. Just make sure you know.
I mean, if they try and grab me, which they have done every time so far, please act.
Wasn't it just one time so far?
Twice.
Ah,
It's
okay.
been twice.
Yeah, so if something grabs her and they're not trying to sell something,
Get them.
Okay. As you're walking off, the ring starts to glow hot in your hand, and you're given the latest details of what's happening tonight, where there are 2-for-1 cocktails, and where there is a gambling tournament going on.
Does it also tell you about Rune Masters in your area?
Yeah,
there's a ship with a Rune
The nation wants you.
It's not like a sports team shop or anything. You were
Never living that down. Carry on.
I can speak Turkish, so it's fine. It's like
It's great. I have the lowest charisma score, but I've never put my foot in that much turd. It's great.
I'm constantly stepping in shit. Don't worry.
In fairness, it is good that he kills manual.
Can I have stealth scores from you two?
That is.
Not from me.
Ishki literally vanishes. He's already pretty sneaky and you roll a 20.
Wow.
Yeah, he's literally like there 1 minute and gone.
You're like, sir.
21. Pretty good yourself.
Even sneakier.
23.
Even sneakier. Sneakeroo.
Literally, you're like, I'm alone. They've just gone to the pub.
You think they got
Meanwhile, and she was the most kill.
Make me a perception check.
But it is that one.
So it is awful.
You're only aware of the man when he's like standing next to you, walking alongside. Bald-headed, but like completely shaven. He's lacking eyebrows as well. No, unlike Semi, he is pale, almost like pallor, and kind of looks at you.
Can I help him?
I thought Tom would speak with you. He apologizes for his earlier brusqueness.
I don't know the full time.
He knows you, madam.
Why is this?
He understands the item you carry. It was explained to him by a friend of yours.
Well, if the forked tongue comes to me, I will meet with him.
The forked tongue does not leave his house.
Where's his house?
They can take you. Attention.
How far is it?
It's not very far, just across the city slightly.
I will go.
Okay, from you guys, this guy's just turned up like, a red robe, and just like gestured and they've started walking.
Is it the red robe that was described?
No, that was red armor.
That's fine.
Hasn't physically been grabbed yet. I'm not going to kill another RSPCA rep.
I'm still one. I'm just doing the same. I'm just wandering alongside just to see what happens.
Do you like animals?
You're taken to, it's like a 3-story building, square, made of clay or mud, you're not sure which, red. The whole building is like a sort of off red. And he knocks 3 times at the door. It's opened and there's like small gecko face. Pulls back. And you go in. The room is not lit. On the floor is here and there like hay just strewn about, and you can see in it like there is the occasional snake. Above you is like a netting of like wicker, and on it
They've killed Wiccans.
and on it there is some kind of heavy weight which shifts as you enter. Ah, the elf girl.
Sorry, is the voice coming
From the wicker ceiling, and as you can see the weight move across it.
Who are you?
Call me the forked tongue.
And what do you want from me?
To help you understand the gift you carry, and to use some of its power to save my life.
I can't use this.
I can teach you how.
I have no wish to use it.
Then I'm afraid I will have to keep our mutual friend under lock and key.
Sorry, just to clarify. He said I have to keep my friend under lock and key.
Yeah.
Our mutual friend.
Oh, our mutual friend. I just sorry, I misheard the same as like I don't know what he said. Right. I'm gonna just softly get some fire in my hands. I just want to be
Suddenly get fire in my hand.
There's snakes in the room. Hiss.
It would be in your interest to let my friend go. Perhaps then we'll talk.
I hold all the cards and you threaten me.
Yes.
Brave elf girl. But you understand, once I let him go, I have no bargaining chips. And I am not well.
If you let him go, then I will help you. Otherwise, we are enemies.
Would you permit me to lock the door before I let him go? A sign of good faith.
Are there any windows in the room?
No. If they are, they're up above the mesh. There's light from there, but you can't see anything.
I cannot trust you. You've sent people to find me all day.
I apologize for Varen. He is a simpleton.
If you bring him, then I will lock the door. But you understand why I'm a little edgy.
I understand. Of course. It is only normal. He hisses and like one of the doors opens in the back. When they bring forth Ryu, he looks old. Really old compared to last time you saw him. His armour is dented and chipped. White beard, full on like top knot, skewed. He looks like he's been beaten within an inch of his life. He's kind of carried to the middle of the floor, thrown down. Now you lock the door, yes.
Can I...
Take someone out with him.
Is he unconscious, sorry, did you say?
No, he's conscious.
Oh, he is conscious?
Take someone out with him.
No, can I pretend to lock the door?
Let me slap hand check. It's only like it's not a key. It's on like a twist thing. Is it terrible?
I mean, do I have any inspiration for any chance?
No.
Okay. My inspiration for asking? No, it's fine.
You're right. Okay, inspiration for that nat 20 navigation. Last session.
Sorry, well, it's a
You very obviously don't lock the door.
No, I think like, I don't know.
You think you've done it though?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
So to you guys, you just shut the
There's
door.
an intake of breath. The guy who walked in steps behind you and locks, like the guy who was brought you here, and this time locks the door properly. And we'll leave it there.
That's not how you lock a door. This is how you lock a door.
For fuck's sake, Noel, how'd you get here?
P.S.